Hey guys, Big Flip here. Hey, I promised you guys I would do this gold pay dirt review. I'm gonna run it real quick for you guys. This is Tom's Gold Dirt. He's claiming it's 1 pound. It's 1.5 grams of gold in there. He sent this note. It says, thanks for your business. You can pause the video and read the whole thing if you want. But then he goes into gold panning tips. And start small, shake it down, go slow. And on the back of this, he sent a little vial, 4 little BBs. Look like shotgun shot. But that's to help you make sure that you get all the gold. If you pan it out, you don't end up with your BBs, you've done something wrong, you need to repan everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through my little high banker, my little golden sticks high banker. He makes them out of Canyon City, Colorado. And if you can see the little teeny BBs there? Put those in your pan and that'll help you know if you've done your job right. Okay, so I'm going to crack this open and I'm going to go out and I'm going to classify it real quick. And we are going to get at it. Okay guys, we're going to classify this pay dirt out. And then I'll pull the black sands out of it. Once I pull the black sands, I don't like pulling the black sands usually, but I just want to know what amount of black sands are in here, so we will keep track of all of our different divisions of gold. If you look right here, look at there, that piece of gold right there. See that? So we'll get to that in a minute. That'll be part of our way out. I don't believe there's going to be many more in here. We'll see. I'm hoping that it's all finer gold, which puts my little high banker to use. My high banker is Colorado Gold Sticks high banker out of Canyon City. The guy makes them in his garage. He makes them specifically for Colorado. Oh, there is another little piece of gold in there. Grab that for you. You see it? So we'll leave those in there. I'll run that through in a little bit, but I'm not seeing any more. And then when I'm all done here, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to do a weigh up. I'm not going to drag you through all that, and we'll see what we come up with. So there's the first classification. We'll get rid of this. Second classification will be the real fine stuff. I see lots of gold in there. There's another classification over there. I can see some gold laying in there. So what we're going to do here is we're going to run this through my little mini sluice, my little high banker. I bought this untested. I didn't know how good it would work. I find that it works pretty good. I put a little bit of miner's moss up there to keep the water flowing out of it nice and even. As it builds up, it comes with this little adapter here where I can just run that sand down there. You might want to take it really slow, but if you look in there, there's probably already 40 pieces of gold laying in there. And then what it will do is it'll flow down and it'll fall through this mesh, bigger mesh here, and then it'll go down the secondary, but most of your gold should land up here. So we're going to just keep dumping this in there. Then when I'm all done, I'll clean up the miner's moss, and then I'll also clean up both mats, and then I'll rerun my concentrates one more time. I always clean out the bottom of the jug here every time, so I know exactly what I would get, and it's not contaminated by some other gold, like the gold I brought down from the mountains last weekend. So you get it kind of built up there, and then we're going to run a little water on it. You want to keep your sluice, your little high banker level, or you want to keep it so that the water is running true and that it's not running all on one side or the other. Okay, so we're going to add a little water to this. My pan was wet when you started. I'm going to get this all run down in the pan, and I'm going to run it through there. Okay, 1 pound of dirt goes pretty quick. Set that over there. So now I'm just going to let it run for a little bit, clear out all the sands, and I'll turn it off. If you look down below here, if you have it set up right, none of your gold should get by this map. But you're always going to have a little bit make it by. That's why you have the secondary mat here. Down here, I'm not so sure I see any gold laying in here. Maybe I don't want to get in the way of the camera, but it could be. There's a little gold there. Oh yeah, I see one little speck, 2 little specks in there. That's probably caused by running it too fast. But this little high banker is nice because it's all in one. You can flip it upside down, put it all in that container, and you can just take it wherever you want to go. I have a longer hose. I can run out of the river. You carry a battery. I carry a motorcycle battery. It does good for a couple hours. Right now I'm running a car battery. I always keep my pans in the water because the water has got finish in it. I do about, this is probably 20 gallons. I'll do about 20 drops in there, and that gives you that little bit of sudsy, and then that'll keep all your gold from it'll prevent it from floating. Now, I'm going to pause the video right now. I'm going to do a cleanup, and then we'll see what we get out of this. Okay guys, this is what I ended up with out of my mats. I'm doing it in the doggy pool. I'm going to float this pan here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this off real quick. That gold's going to lay there. It's going to stay in those ripples. There was almost absolutely no black sand in here. So makes me think that it's just added dirt. I don't know. I'm not a real good professional at this, but I've done some panning and I know what true dirt would look like, and I don't think this is true dirt, but that's my opinion. So we're just going to stop there, and if we look at it, all your gold should be laying right up there at the top. You see it? You're going to end up with probably about 50 colors there. So let's get that out of there. I used the doggy pool, and now some of the gold is floating because I don't have any finish in here. So I'll add a little finish, we'll get it all cleaned up, and then I'll show you what I recovered. Okay guys and gals, we're going to run the second of the classification. Looks like there's quite a bit of gold in here. I don't like dropping this stuff on the miner's moss because these are bigger chunks. They get tied up in that miner's moss, and you don't really have to wash these chunks like you have to do that other fine dirt. So I'm just going to run a little bit at a time. I'm just going to drop it right on the pad. And like I say, what blows by here will get caught over here. You should get 90% of your gold here, 10% down here. I ran that pretty fast. I kept it away from the miner's moss just because all the big chunks will fall in there and you won't be able to see them. So I'm going to turn this off now. Go ahead and look in there. See those gold chunks? There. Some back here you can't see. But the water was running fast here and slow over here. That'll show you. If you're running water too fast, you're not going to catch gold. If you're running water slower, it's all going to catch back in here. So the miner's moss, let it flow faster here and slower over here, because the more is sticking out here and less is sticking out there. So I'm going to do this cleanup and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, here we go. Classification in my book is small, medium, and large. So on the small side of classification, we've got about 200 pieces. That's what I guess. I kind of counted them, but not really. So we got 200 of the fine or small. We got 30 of the medium. Then we got 2 of the big classification. That is a nice nugget there. It's about the size of 1/3 of a dime. I'll set this in there so you can see what we're dealing with. So that kind of fills the bottom of that jar 1/3. So we got 200 pieces, 30 pieces, and 2 pieces. And those are real nice. I'm going to throw it on the scale and we'll figure out what we got and what he claimed that he gave me, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. I have all my gold in this dollar bill. I use dollar bills to transfer my gold just because I can fold them up. They're a nice piece of paper and they can stay in my scale box. So I just fold them up like this. Tap, tap. A little bit more. Looks like one got away. There it is. What we came up with is 1.196. 1.196. It's not what he promised. I did rerun it again out there and I didn't find any more. I don't believe that I would have found 3/10 of a gram in what I missed anyway. So I'm going to reread the bag. I'm not sure the bag said 1.5, maybe it did. But I mean, yeah, 1.5. So if you look at it, that's what we're dealing with. That is a $120 bag of pay dirt. And I'm going to do the math here and we'll figure out what we got there. All right, guys, here we are. This is Tom's Gold Dirt. It's a 1 pound bag. And I can't decipher that, but I think it says it's supposed to be added gold of 1.5. But his writing's off. I don't know what he's saying. We got $40 worth of gold. It's like $39 and something cents. I'm calling it $40 worth of gold. So I think I spent $100 on this bag, and my return of investment is $40. So I like to buy bigger bulk dirt during the winter mostly because I gold pan on the weekends here. If I buy big bags of dirt, it puts me to work longer to recover this amount of gold, or maybe even more gold. I can't see buying one of those big old buckets of dirt from who knows where at $1,700 to recover $1,300 worth of gold. I like doing small bags that are like 5 pounds instead of 25-pound buckets. 5-pound bags with a gram or two of gold in it is fun for me, keeps the price down, and I get my fix of gold panning. So what I've done this morning, I've got my fix of gold panning. I can go probably another 5 or 6 or 7 days without having to go up the hill and find some gold. Like and share my videos, please, and you all have a great day. Good night.